The peace between Israel and Lebanon remains anything but certain. A U.S. brokered framework agreement has opened the door to peace talks for the first time in decades, which Marco Rubio has described as the first step towards restoring stability. Now, even as both sides speak of diplomacy, Israeli airstrikes and the fighting continue. Hezbollah has rejected the deal outright, and the Israeli troops remain deployed along the border. The ceasefire is largely holding, but the road to peace is already showing cracks. Israeli troops remain positioned along the Lebanon border, even as the two countries begin implementing a U.S. brokered framework agreement, which is aimed at ending months of conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has earlier called the agreement a historic achievement, saying it strengthens both Israel and Lebanon while weakening Iran and Hezbollah. Under the initial understanding, Israel will withdraw from two areas in southern Lebanon, allowing the Lebanese army to gradually deploy up to the international border. But Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz has also instructed the army to prepare for an extended stay inside what Israel calls its security zone, warning that any Iranian attempt to derail the agreement will be met with force. Now, on the Lebanese side, President Joseph Aoun has assured U.S. President Donald Trump that Beirut will take responsibility for implementing the agreement, while urging Washington to ensure Israel withdraws fully from the occupied areas. But not everyone is on board. Hezbollah chief Naim Qassem has dismissed the agreement as humiliating and declared it null and void, while Hezbollah lawmakers warn that the deal could trigger internal conflict if attempts are made to disarm the group. Inside Israel, too, divisions are emerging. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has branded the agreement as a big mistake, arguing that Lebanon cannot be trusted to dismantle Hezbollah and insisting that only Israeli forces can neutralize the group. Despite the diplomatic breakthrough, fighting has not stopped entirely. Lebanese state media reported fresh Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon just days after the agreement was signed, while Israeli forces also confirmed the death of a soldier in combat operations in southern Lebanon. The war has also left a devastating cultural toll. Lebanese authorities accuse Israel of damaging UNESCO heritage sites, historic markets, ancient columns and centuries-old border towns during the conflict. Meanwhile, the battlefield itself is evolving. Hezbollah's fiber-optic FPV drones have emerged as one of Israel's biggest military challenges. Now, unlike conventional drones, these cable-guided systems, they emit no radio signals, making them nearly impossible to jam electronically. Israeli forces are now deploying protective mesh barriers, specialized weapons and advanced detection technologies to counter the growing threat. Well, diplomacy has certainly opened a window, but with troops still deployed, strikes continuing and Hezbollah rejecting the agreement, one of the most pertinent questions remains: is this merely a pause before another chapter of conflict?